Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I do want to say shout out to the URL. Shout out to the URL. I want to say that first and foremost because this is what I think, right? I think for the most part, the URL is trying to give us battles that we want to see. But this is what I think, right? A lot of these times you guys see people calling people out, right? And then when they get approached to battle people, it's like there's a million different excuses as to why they can't do the battle. And then you have the fans looking like, why isn't X, Y, and Z on the card? Or why is this person like calling somebody out and it doesn't come to fruition, and it's a lot of politics behind it. But I think for the most part, it's people calling people out. Hey, I don't want to battle. It's what it is, So, you also got scheduling conflicts. So a lot of people have other battles. Some people have vacations. They got families. They got other things. They can't get off work. It's a lot of different things as to why some of these battles don't happen. But I feel like for the most part, they do listen. So one of the battles that they were trying to put together, that I know that they were trying to put together, was Rex versus Chess. This is something that people wanted to see because people were trying to figure out, how can we get Chess on this card? We haven't seen him for a while on the URL other than, I think the battle he had with Calico. Other than that, I think he battled Calico, he battled Jack Boy Maine, but then it was kind of just like we haven't heard from him for a while. So people wanted to see him. He just had a battle between Benji Lolo. He did good off of the URL, but he did good in the battle. So, people were like, yo, what's up with Chess? Can this be a gun title Summer Madness? And it looks like it's going to be a gun title Summer Madness. Wait a minute. What's this, bruh? You got Rock on the card, Surf on the card, Easy to Block Captain on the card, and you got Chess on the card. This is wow. Now, it looks like Chess is going to be going up against Shotgun Suge. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below about that. This is what I want to say, right? I don't know if you guys have been following what Shotgun Suge has been doing. I've been paying attention to him ever since he battled Miss Miami. And I'm just like, yo, this is kind of a dope performance. Let me see what he's doing. So when you fast forward it to where we are now and you get Shotgun Suge versus Stumbles, right? I just watched that yesterday and he went crazy in that battle. And then you get Shotgun Suge versus Drugs. He went crazy in that battle and he gave you a Summer Madness quality performance against Drugs. And it's normally when somebody battles somebody that's not necessarily a big name, you don't get stuff like that. And for the most part, he's been wilding. I think personally, when I go back and I watch Shotgun Suge versus Swamp, I think Shotgun Suge may have edged out that battle. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? But I think he may have won the battle on the replay. But the judges made their decision. I'm not going to go against their decision, but I think Shotgun Suge may have won. So when you look at the battles that he's had and the quality performances that he has, I think he kind of deserves to be on Summer Madness. I'm just saying what it is. I feel like he deserves to be on Summer Madness. And how many more clues do y'all need? You got all the bloggers talking about Shotgun Suge. Yo, he's been wilding. He's been doing that. What you think about to happen? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? I do want to say that. But a battle between Easy to Block Captain, Calico, I think that's going to be crazy energy-wise. Sue Surf versus JC. Sue Surf, I think, is going to go crazy with the energy. And then you got TAY ROC versus Swamp. I think that's going to be an electrifying battle by both artists, but I think more so on Rock's side. And then now you got Chess versus Shotgun Suge. I think this is going to be crazy. So some people, if this would have been, let's just say last year, or if Chess was coming off of the Easy to Block Captain battle, people wouldn't really think that Shotgun Suge could win this battle. But if you've been paying attention to Shotgun Suge, I don't know. This could probably be a close battle. I'm just being real with y'all. So you got that. It's going to be on the card. And then you got Danny Myers versus Fonz, which is going to be on the card. Now, if you look at Fonz and his trajectory, I think he's been doing really well. He did pretty good in the tournament. He's been doing really well. It's just that some matchups that you probably would prefer him to be in, they couldn't make happen for whatever reason. We hear Smack White, he's talking about budget cuts. Maybe, that's the reason why he couldn't do it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you know about what they trying to do next month, I don't know about all this budget cuts. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, but they did mention that Rex is going to be on, he's going to be battling next month. I don't know where, but he's going to be battling next month. But, you know, from what I think they're going to end up doing next month, I don't know about these budget cuts. I think they just said that to placate Rum Nitty. Shout outs. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about this before I get into it. You know, Rum is probably not cheap, and you already got 3 matchups that sold out the card. So now all you really got to do is try to find a balance between giving people like something that they want to see and making it make sense, right? So, you know, that's where you get like Danny Myers versus Fonz, and then you get a situation where you have, you know, Chess versus Shotgun Suge. You know what I mean? Who do I think is going to win these battles? Now, watch TAY ROC versus Swamp. They did a face-off. You know, and for the most part, you know, Rock don't really be wilding in face-offs. Like, for the most part, he gives a lot of respect to his opponents, and kind of a similar situation with Swamp. I think there was a lot of respect given. Like, Rock is basically, you know, letting DNA know, who was hosting the face-off, like what he feels like he's up against. Like, he's gonna be in Swamp's backyard. This is his territory. He knows like a seatbelt line, or, you know, these crazy lines that he's been given, and turn my head, like all those lines. He knows that they're not gonna allow Swamp to die, you know, from that. So he feels like he's gonna have to work harder, you know, than he normally, you know, would. He feels like if this would have been in Irving Plaza, wouldn't be so much of, you know, a worry, but because he's going in Swamp's backyard, he knows he's got to give 110%. I think that's scary. Swamp is recognizing Rock as being one of the greats, and he knows that he can die. I mean, he made mention of this in the face-off. He was like, yo, this is a battle. I can die. And I think this is what everybody is thinking, like moving into this battle. If you do not have your A game, you can potentially die in this battle. But what do I think, right? I'm not about to sit here and negate the fact that Swamp just went crazy and 30 Rum Nitty. I'm not about to negate that. We got a situation where Swamp, if you ask me, I think he might have, for a lot of people, won against JC. I got JC, you know, winning the battle, but, you know, a lot of people got him winning that battle. And then you got to look at the battles that he won throughout the tournament, and the short period of time, the performances that you got from him in a short period of time, you know, is remarkable. You know, so I can't discount that. Now Swamp has an entire month, maybe a little bit longer, I think like 40 days or something like that, to prepare for Rock. You know, so I don't know. You know, if anything, I would say I don't think this is going to be an easy matchup for Rock at all. You know, but we've seen what Rock can do with 2 weeks prep, him versus Vixen. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people may be forgetting that Rock and Swamp then already stood in front of each other. And at 2-on-2, which I felt like, you know, Geechee Gotti and Swamp ended up the victors in that matchup. But, you know, 1-on-1, what's going to happen? I don't know. My personal opinion, if I had to put money on it, I can't go against Rock, bro. I can't. Would you see it, Snapple Fat? Come on, bro. What he just did with T-Top, like he dismantled, shout out to T-Top. I don't say that. Destroyed him. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you watching that, I don't know, bro. I think he's reinvigorated in the battle rap, bro. I think he found out exactly what people want from him, and I think he's going to take that and expound upon it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think Swamp's going to do very well. I think this is going to be a fight, but this is a lot of pressure. You're going up against the face of the URL. This is one of the best rappers of our time. You know, this is not normal. You know, a lot of people got Rock on Mount Rushmore. I'm just being real, you know, with good reason. I think they may need to reorganize it. You know, you might want to put him up there when you got somebody battling for 10 plus years that hasn't been running from smoking's been giving you like wild performances throughout the course of that time, and not, you know, taking performances off. Like, come on, bro. What we doing? And Swamp about to go up against that? What? Shout out to Swamp. You know, I think he's going to do well, but I got Rock 2-1. You know, I think Swamp may end up getting around. You know, I'm going to keep it real. I rock with Swamp. You might get 30, bro. You might get 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. But I think you may end up getting around. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Swamp. This is dangerous. You know what I mean? And I hope you do well. I think you have a very broad, you know what I mean, like a list of battlers that you could battle. Like, if you win this battle, you can pretty much you know, have people lobbying for you to get different matchups. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you. I do feel like you're going to do good, but I got Rock winning that battle. And then you got Sue Surf versus JC. I'm going to be real with y'all. JC is an amazing battle rapper. Let's be real. He is, you know, and, you know, when you think about, you know, the cliche thing, like the top pins in battle rap, you know, I think he's like up there as top 3, like, honestly. The way he contorts his bars and the way he raps and just, you know, what he says is so unique, you know, and original, you know. So I got a lot of respect for JC. I'm, you know, I'm saying trolling on Twitter and stuff like that, but I got a lot of respect for him. Being real with you, a pin does not win a battle. It doesn't. Not always. And I think the last 4 battles that JC had, or the last 3 battles, bring into question, is a pin enough? You know, because with the battle between him and Swamp, a lot of people got Swamp winning. Him versus Sheed happened, a lot of people got Sheed winning. Him versus Head Ice is kind of a toss-up. A lot of people don't even know. Like, you can even go back to watch it if you got a screen recorded. You might not know who won that battle. You know what I'm saying? But I think he may have won the battle between him and Head Ice. But the battles are becoming closer and closer. And it's not just the pin that, you know, people can look at anymore as just being super elite, and that's all he needs. You know, and you got to think about, when you look at like cards like Gnomes or like a Summer Madness, it's like, are the pins like really on there like that? Like Surf put out a tweet, right? And he said something that really resonated. You got to think about, when is the last time you had a pin get all of his homeboys on a Summer Madness card? You think Surf is doing that just because he's like Surf? That's it? Like, you don't think any of his performances had anything to do with it? His marketing, the elevation in marketing, you know, you don't think any of that had to do anything with it? Like the performances that he had, his last 4, clearing his opponents, you don't think that had anything to do with it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's a lot more than a pin. I think you have to have that star power, that stage presence, that all around well-roundedness, as well as a pin. If you discount the fact that Surf raps, you're sadly mistaken. And I think this is what you guys are going to run up against, all the JC supporters, when he ends up standing in front of Surf. And I put out a post and I'm just like, yo, if anybody is a JC fan, you know, let me know, DM me or whatever, and then I'll end up having you come on to the channel and we can debate the topic. You can debate for JC's behalf to make it fair, you know what I mean? And then we'll see, like, how the fans, like, think about it, you know what I mean? And it's crickets. And I think the reason why it's crickets is because people are starting to realize it's not just the pin that's going to make you win the battle when you're going up against somebody like that, you know? And I think it's a reason why JC may not be marketing. I think he's writing like he's never written before to try to get through this battle. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Surf is probably going to win the battle. Is he going to destroy JC? Is this going to be like, maybe he's going to edge out the battle? I think Surf's going to do enough to win the battle and show you that that's all he had to do. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see Surf, if you know what I mean? This is a battle like one of the battles that people want to see from you. I want to see you clear him. You know what I mean? And then with JC, you know, if you can win against Surf, I want to see you clear him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Surf's probably going to win this battle 2-1. If you think JC is not going to get around, I think you crazy. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about that. Easy to Block Captain versus Calico. This is a toss-up. There's the only reason why I really didn't do this, you know what I mean, like an analysis of this, because when you look at Calico, like his resume, Calico's got one of the best win-loss ratios in battle rap, period. Let's be real. Like, my personal opinion, I think he beat Hitman Holla twice, you know what I mean? Like, he won the first battle against Surf, and I think he lost the second battle against Surf. People are still arguing him versus Lux, like, till this day. And when you look at the resume, like, everything that he's accomplished, like, it's just, he's undeniable. Him versus Rock, I got Rock winning, but it's a debate. Now that people are getting more accustomed to the new way, or the way that Calico raps, people are going back saying they think that he may have won against TAY ROC. You know what I'm saying? But I got Rock winning that battle, my personal opinion with it. But I think he's just an enigma, like one of the best that we've ever had in battle rap. And then you got Easy to Block Captain. He's beating people and clearing battlers that can't be cleared. You know, so it's like, how do you really, like, decide or decipher like who's gonna win. It's like who talks the street talk the best. They both talk it good, you know. And we seen like whose talk is different. The battle between Easy the Block Captain and Chess, very close battle. That battle can go either way, you know what I mean? And he was able to demonstrate Easy to Block that you've never heard any lines like these or people put them together like he puts it together. What do you say? I'll punch and talk to her. What? Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. Like, Easy the Block Captain is amazing. But if I had to pick somebody going into this battle, like, I feel like Calico is a juggernaut, bro. You know what I mean? He's a juggernaut. I'm from the Midwest. It's going to make me want to pick, you know, Calico. I'm just being real. But, you know, when you, come on, bro. You cannot deny Easy at this point. I feel like Calico can, you know, I seen a battle between him and Geechee where I felt like Calico won the battle 2-1. You know, so when you put him up against people where you feel like he's going to get cleared or he may end up losing, he wins. You know, but when you got somebody like Easy, it's difficult, bro. It's different. And I don't want to be that blogger that's like going up against Easy all the time, but it's like, come on, bro. You going up against Cal. That Fonz a rally bar? Wait a minute. It's like the way he mixes like the history with like the present, you know what I mean? And the street talk, like the way Cal does it is just amazing, bro. It's amazing, but Cal does have those times to where he's not as great as you would want him to be. You know, you had the recycling, not really the recycling of material in terms of mixtape bars, but you did have him say, you know, some lines that he was going to say against New Jersey Twerk, and he ended up saying them again. You know, and then you have like drop-offs and rounds to where Calico may not rap long enough. You know, sometimes he doesn't need to, but sometimes he does need to. You know, him versus Ill Will and an amazing battle. When I go back and watch it, I think I got Cal winning that battle. So it's like, even though sometimes he doesn't give you that much, you know, he does enough to be able to win the battle. You know what I'm saying? But Easy, I think, is figuring out everybody, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think this is a toss-up. I'm just going to be real. I can't choose. I can't decide. I rock with both of them. You know what I mean? But I just feel like Cal is a juggernaut and Easy is undeniable at this point. So I can't pick. But if I'm betting, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I am betting on this battle. I'm just being real. I think Easy the Block Captain is probably going to win this battle 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Calico, but I think Easy's probably going to win. And then you got Danny Myers versus Fonz. Fonz is amazing. He's shown that and he's proved it. I will say this with Danny Myers. I feel like he might have had, you know, I looked at the Chardonnay bar that Rum Nitty had. And then I went back and I looked at that Hammer Time line that Danny Myers had, bro. And then the performance that he had versus Rock, bro. And then like the, you know, somewhat of the performance that he had with Av and just like what he's able to bring, like as an all-around well-rounded battler, is difficult to go against Danny Myers, bro. It is. But then you got Fonz. He's been showing out. You know what I mean? So I think this is going to be a bar fest. I think this is for the bar guys, people that want to see this, you know what I mean? See that kind of content. I think URL gave this to y'all, you know what I mean, for that specific purpose. Who do I think's going to win it? You know, I got a lot of respect for Fonz. Like, he impressed me with, you know, him versus Calico. I didn't think, you know, it would be that close. Him versus Ill Will, I think he did very well. I mean, you seen what he did to Lou Castro. I think he's just amazing. You know what I mean? But I think the veteranism, you know, with Danny Myers may end up edging him out in the battle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with Danny Myers. The rebuttals is crazy. I'm going with Danny Myers 2-1, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Fonz won, you know, but I'm going with Danny Myers. I think he's going to be a little bit too much, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Fonz, no disrespect to him, I rock with him. And then you got Chess versus Shotgun Suge. I know a lot of y'all want to say Chess. I know that's what y'all want to say. I don't know, bruh. This Suge's been wilding. He's been wilding. Like, when you look at Chess's performance versus Calico, let's be real, bro. Like, Chess could have won that battle if he didn't choke. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't win, you know. And then him versus Jack Boy Maine. Jack Boy Maine won that round. Him versus Charlie Clips. I mean, he going up against Clips, but he didn't win that battle. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at Shotgun Suge. He's just like, I think he's reached that point to where he knows, like, what people want to see, bro. I think he does. And I think it's a sad thing that we can't see him versus drugs and him versus stumbles on the URL TV channel. But, you know, with YouTube and their monetization policies, you know, I mean, I can't blame him for not doing it, you know. But I think if people were to see these performances that he had, they'd be like, okay, this is kind of close, you know what I mean? But if I had to pick somebody right now, I rock with Chess. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to go against Chess. I'm sorry. I rock with you, Suge. It's hard to go up against Chess, bro. I really rock with Chess. I really do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Suge been on one. But I'm going to go with Chess 2-1 in this one. But Suge, prove us wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah, you went up against drugs. You went up against stumbles. You had great performances. But I think Chess is going to bring a different element on that stage. But y'all know how Suge can get on that. I do construction work with Ab with a jackhammer. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know he can get wild. You know, so I don't know. You know, I think he's super hungry. I think he's after that A-Verb battle. It's a lot of things that he wants to do. I think he wants to battle Head Ice. But I just think Chess is just, he's that dude right now, bro. You know what? I'm going with Suge. Wait a minute. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm going with Suge. Y'all get mad at me, whatever. I'm going with Suge with this one. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Shout out to the URL. Much respect. I see that y'all are really out here trying to give people good content. And y'all got to think. Remember, like, years and years back, we were paying like $50+ for like pay-per-views. We don't have to do that no more. All of this is free. So you have the choice whether or not you want to pay to go see the battles. You know what I mean? We out of quarantine. You can go see the battle if you want to, or you could just sit and chill and watch it for free. I think that's an amazing accomplishment to be giving us these type of battles, you know what I'm saying, for free is unreal. You know what I mean? So shout out to them for consistently putting on for the culture, you know, and giving us something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Oh, and is the URL done? Could there be another battle? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put it. Could it? Y'all know. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.